Hey guys, Keirabug here. Today I wanted to talk about Dragon Ball GT. This was requested from someone that I just talk about my brief thoughts on Dragon Ball GT. Popular opinion is that Dragon Ball GT sucked and that no one likes it, it's not canon, blah blah blah, and so I just thought I would give my thoughts here. Generally, I don't really like GT. I have seen it twice in my life. Once when I was in 5th grade, so I was about 10, 11 years old, somewhere around there. And then I watched it again in English in high school. So it's been quite some time since I've seen it last, but I just kind of looked up the sagas just to refresh my memory about each one, because it all kind of blurs together after a while. So first of all, I'm gonna tell you kind of the things I didn't like about GT and the things I did like about GT. For the first saga, in the Black Star Dragon Ball saga, something I really didn't like was the fact that Goku turned back into a kid. I thought that was kind of stupid, and he almost seemed like a whole different character at that point. I just wasn't a fan of the whole idea, and the entire plot of the first saga, the Black Star Dragon Ball saga, was stupid. This plot was that if all of the Black Star Dragon Balls were not collected in 1 year's time, that the planet on which the last wish was made would be destroyed. And that was Earth, so they had to go out and look for these Black Star Dragon Balls across the universe. It was really freaking boring. There was way too much travel in it for such little characters. I mean, there was only like 3 characters basically. And granted, I don't hate these characters by any means, but it was boring. The only 2 things I did like about this first saga, and just in general Dragon Ball GT, was the opening and ending themes. I absolutely love the Dragon Ball GT soundtrack. I actually own the physical copy here. I've had this for a very long time. I just really love the music on this. That's the first thing that saved GT, I guess. Actually, it didn't save it. I'm not saying that. But that's one thing I liked about it. The second thing I liked about the Black Star Dragon Ball saga is Giru. I don't know how popular Giru's character is with people, but I really liked him, both in Japanese and English versions. I just think he was a really cute character, and I liked his voice, and he was really funny. So now for the Baby Saga, this plot was much better. I think that the first saga's plot is just really, really bad. The Baby Saga plot is a little higher up. I think it's a little more creative, I guess. And I think the reason why is because he's a pretty decent villain. I think my favorite thing about Baby is his parasitic nature, because I just happen to like movies out there like with aliens who take over people's bodies, like in The Thing or whatever, and it makes their friends believe that it's them. And this is what Baby does. He goes into other people's bodies and takes over and makes them evil. But then again, this is basically very similar to the Majin Vegeta idea, so I mean, it was kind of already done, but it was better than the first saga, I will give it that. But that's about all it has going for it. For the Super 17 saga, this is actually the first saga I ever watched of GT. I don't know why, but that's what was available to me when I was 10 years old. Now, this plot is pretty interesting in my opinion, which is old villains come back from hell and basically flood the planet. But it reminds me a lot of that one movie, I think it's an Adam Sandler movie called Little Nicky, where people from hell just start coming out of the ground and flood the planet and basically turn it into a hell on Earth. Same exact plot, basically. So I really want to say it's a cool idea, but it was kind of a cop-out and it was done wrong. For example, something done right, in my opinion, is Revival F. Obviously, as you probably know, that's just Frieza coming back and getting stronger. So it's, I mean, same idea of bringing an old villain back from the dead and then having them be stronger. I mean, it's kind of a cool plot, but at the same time, it wasn't cool. So regardless if it was a cool plot or not, it didn't really go very well. As for Super 17, 17 as a character was super cool when I was a kid, when I was watching the Cell Saga. He was actually one of my favorite characters because he was really cool and super evil. But now, by the time GT came out, it was just like, he wasn't that cool of a character to bring back like that and make stronger. It was just kind of stupid to me. I don't know what to say after that. Now, Super Saiyan 4, that was a cool transformation. I thought it was the coolest thing when I was a kid. I was like, oh my god, they grow their tail back, holy shit. Anyone who knew me as a kid knows that I wanted a tail so bad. I just really wanted like a monkey tail, most of all, or, you know, a cat girl or something. So when the Super Saiyan 4 transformation grew back the tail, I was like, yes, that's cool. I honestly think that Super Saiyan 4 transformation was probably the coolest thing that came out of Dragon Ball GT. That's not saying that much. Here's a question for you. What do you think is cooler? Super Saiyan 4 transformation or Super Saiyan God? That includes Super Saiyan God blue hair transformation as well as the original transformation. So what do you like better? Leave it in the comments below. Now for the last Dragon Ball GT saga, which is the Shadow Dragon saga, this one was a really cool concept to me, in my opinion, but it was reaching for this series. It was like this. It was like really reaching. I think the idea of misusing the Dragon Balls and having the accumulation of negative energy from all those wishes being made was a really, really cool concept, but it just didn't, it kind of fell flat for me. I didn't like the way it panned out. It was very reaching is all I will say about it. Overall, I feel that this series relies very heavily on cool, fancy concepts rather than character development, which is what I feel we all love so much about Dragon Ball. And I feel like the fights are tried. They're just not... Sometimes I just have to shake my head. You feel me? Basically, I feel that GT tries too hard and it falls short. Dragon Ball is a simple show and I feel that we like it that way. DBGT lacks the heart and the passion that we love about DBZ. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below and answer my question earlier about what you like better, Super Saiyan 4 transformation or the Super Saiyan God transformations. Or maybe you like them equally, I don't know. Until next time, bye!